Hello my friends, in this video I would like to discuss the songwriting genius of John Lennon, and to use an example I would like to discuss the song I'll Be Back, which was featured in the soundtrack of A Hard Day's Night, at least on the album of A Hard Day's Night. So in early 1963 Del Shannon came to England on tour, and he signed up, or the Beatles were on his bill as a backup band. And I think John Lennon must have been impressed by one particular song by Del Shannon called Runaway, which uses a chord progression called the Andalusian chord progression, which goes, I guess, A minor, G, F, E7. And then in the chorus, it goes into A major. So I think early on, John Lennon was really fascinated with this concept of switching in songs between major and minor, and he went to do it on many, many songs in the future. So John Lennon borrowed that Andalusian chord progression, but being John Lennon, he wasn't happy just playing the simple G and F chords. He embellished them a little bit. And the other thing is the introduction to the song. Instead of starting on the A minor, he actually starts on a B, but not just any B, a B sus4. So that's a B chord. If you add this note to it, which is an E note, it makes it a B sus4. And so he plays these two notes here, and then he plays the open E. So he goes like this. A major, A minor. So you switch in between the major and the minor. Okay, so let's do the beginnings of that song, and then I'll break it down a bit. He started it in A minor and then he finished it in A major. Okay, so we discussed that B sus4 for the introduction. Then he goes to the A minor and then G, but rather than play it just a G chord, he plays a G6. And the simplest way to play G6 is to just lift the bottom fingers, the high, to let the open E ring out. So a G chord with an E is a G6. And then when it gets to the F chord, rather than just playing a simple F chord, he plays what's called an F major 7. And again, you play an F chord but with an open E string. Let that open E string ring out, and it makes it an F major 7. Another thing to add some interest to it is he does two triplets when he does the F major 7. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be. That's just really cool. It's changing up the rhythm like that. So the other interesting thing about this song, two more things. There's no real chorus to the song, and there's two other sections to the song. So the first section, we'll call that intro part section A. Now section B is the part where he goes, I love you so wrong. I'm the one who wants you. Yes, I'm the one who wants you. Nope. Wants you. Oh. So for that section, he plays F sharp minor and B minor, and then he goes D, E7. Now for the section right in the middle, we'll call this section C in the song, which is pretty unusual for songs to have three sections like that, especially early 60s pop songs. He does something called, some people call it a jazz cliche. He goes, the part where he goes, I thought that you would realize, what if I ran away from you? You would want me to. I've got a big surprise. Oh. there he does this really cool move. So it's doing a B minor chord, but if you just play the high 3 strings, and on each beat, the note on the G string is taken down 1 semitone each time. So it's that effectively is doing is going from a B minor chord to something called a B minor major 7 chord, to a B minor 7 chord, to a B minor 6 chord, and then he does a C sharp minor chord, then he does an F sharp minor, a B chord, D, and E7. So that's interesting, including a B chord there, because before it was a B minor. B minor fits in the A major scale, but B is what they call a borrowed chord. Lennon did that a lot in his future songwriting. Okay, so that pretty well covers all the cool things about this amazing song. It's always been one of my favorites. And of course then there's the amazing harmony between John and Paul, which is just beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I can make more like this in the future. Thank you.